Hello, we are the Mahaney family missionaries to the U.S. military stationed at Fort Cavazos, formerly known as Fort Hood, Texas. Our ministry began in 2017 in Wagwon, South Korea. God allowed us to work with Korean nationals and U.S. military stationed at Camp Carroll. After 4 years, God called our translator to preach, and we handed the Korean church to him as God called us back to Killeen to reach the U.S. soldiers stationed at Fort Cavazos. According to several sources, Fort Cavazos is the third largest post with a military population averaging over 50,000 soldiers on almost 215,000 acres. It is the only post capable of training 2 full divisions at once. The estimated number of 500,000 people are connected to Fort Cavazos in one way or another. God has given us a burden for the soldiers that are stationed at Fort Hood who would never normally go to church. Those soldiers that when you knock on their door, they say, I can't go to church because I've done things that God could never forgive. Or if I go to church, God's going to strike me down as I walk through the door or burn the building down around me. For those soldiers, we've created the Freedom Center. A place for soldiers to be able to get away from the world, a place where Christian soldiers can come and hang out during the week, but a place where those that would never enter church can come and hear about the love of God in a neutral site. The Lord has allowed us to partner with Charity Baptist Church to provide the Freedom Center for this purpose.
When I met the Mahaneys in Korea, I was very lost, especially being away from my family for the first time. And Drew and everybody else took me in. Ever since then, I like to call them like my second family, and they helped my faith grow. And I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them.
Hello, we're Kyle and Crystal Fox. We'd like to take a second to tell you about what the Mahaney family has done for us.
The Mahaney's ministry here in Central Texas, we met them in spring of 2021. They have helped us adjust to military life. They have helped us with many hardships and trials that come with that life. They've helped us through deployments and field rotations. They have done a lot for us here with their ministry. We highly encourage you guys to support them in the Servicemen's Center, as it would be a great asset here in Killeen, Texas.
Hello, I'm Pastor Strickland of Charity Baptist Church, and for over 30 years I prayed for a serviceman center in this area that actually is for the soldiers and a help to the soldiers, seeing soldiers saved and their lives changed and their families changed. There's such a great need here. With almost 20% of the U.S. Army here at Fort Cavazos, or Fort Hood, as many people know it as, there is such a need. There is no recreation for the soldiers but drinking or playing games in their rooms. I'd like to encourage you to support this ministry. The Freedom Center is such a need in this area. Thank you.
We are excited about what God has been doing and going to do through Freedom Center to reach the families of Fort Cavazos, Texas. We thank you for your prayers for our family as we raise support and pray that you would consider us as being part of your ministry going forward.